What's going on, Hot Take Hockey? It's John, and I'm back for another video. You saw me last night. My Leafs pulled a big win to force a Game 6 to go back to Toronto. Today, I'm doing the recap of the Penguins-Flyers Game 6. Penguins finished the series with a 4-2 series win. Mitch Milani, our Penguins guy, he is on a flight back to Vancouver. School year's done. We're done school, me and Mitch. So basically, I'm going to fill in for him. I watched the whole game. I think it was just an exciting game. Both goalies struggled at times. I think Sidney Crosby, even at the end, was giving credit to Matt Murray. But in my opinion, I think both goalies struggled in this game. Matt Murray definitely has to pick it up into next series. And with Patrick Hornqvist and Evgeny Malkin, who did not play in this game, both battling injuries, the Penguins are going to have to rest up over the next few days and wait to see who they're playing between the Washington Capitals and the Columbus Blue Jackets. So I'm going to jump into the summary, and then we'll talk about the series as a whole. And then Mitch Milani, I'll do that quick. Mitch Milani will do the series recap tomorrow. Just to go through the summary. So it was the Flyers in this series, like the Bruins-Leaf series. Every team that scored first would end up winning the game. This game would break that trend because the Penguins, of course, win the game, but the Flyers were the ones that scored first. Horrible play from Trad Ruhwedel in the corner. Basically just loses the puck. It gets in front of the net. Alexiak doesn't really – I don't know what he was doing. It goes off his leg, and then he kind of stands there, watches it in the crease. And then basically Sean Couturier, with like a really injured leg, just walks in and stuffs it past Matt Murray for an early 1-0 lead. That was about 2:15 into the game. And then the Penguins would rebound off of that and take the lead. So the first goal was a Letang shot. Sidney Crosby with the rebound into an empty net past Michael Neuvirth. And the second goal was Carl Hagelin. This was a huge defensive breakdown from the Flyers just altogether. You just look at this play and, okay, you give up the puck at the blue line. It's just a poor transition back from them. Sheahan feeds it to Kessel, and then Kessel from behind the net feeds it to Carl Hagelin. Both defensemen for the Flyers, puck watching the puck behind the net. Carl Hagelin's all alone in front of that net, and then puts it past Neuvirth for the second goal of the game. So that was up second goal for the Penguins. So that was 2-1 Penguins at the time. And then McDonald ties it up before the first period ends, about 4 minutes left. Provorov, who's been pretty good in the series, we weren't expecting him to play. He definitely showed out there that he's still injured, but just kind of at this play, you can't really give much. Like, you can't be negative towards Matt Murray on that play. There was quite the screen. McDonald beat someone that right side on a slap shot, one-timer. So 2-2 going into the second period, and then a turnover by the Penguins. Matt Reed basically just smacks at it, and then Sean Couturier, who clear as day is hurt. Hornqvist catches up to him, but Couturier still with some patience beats Matt Murray with a little backhand forehand, and then kind of squeezes it through his 5-hole. So that was 3-2 Flyers. And then another great play by Couturier, who for me was probably the best player out there today for the Flyers for sure. Probably one of the better players of the series for seeing a guy like Giroux not really step up for the Flyers. But Couturier, another great play, breaks it out. Saucer pass down to Scott Lawton on the left side, and he beats Matt Murray. A little bit of one that Matt Murray would definitely want to get back. A little disappointing for the Penguins, who I think wanted to finish them early into this game, didn't want to see a high-scoring game like it was. But the Penguins did rebound before the second period was over. Hornqvist and Guenztel. The Hornqvist goal was really nice, like a typical Pittsburgh Penguins goal. Crosby to Guenztel, across to Hornqvist, puts it over that pad. So that made it a 4-3 game. And then 4-4 before the third period. Guenztel off the Ole Mata shot from the corner of the point. And then Guenztel just squeezes it, just kind of jabs a stick in between the legs of Neuvirth, and then that ties at 4-4. See, this summary's so long, guys, because an 8-5 game, you can't really expect it to be short. And then literally 30 seconds of the period, the defensemen are fooling around. Provorov gives the puck away. Jake Guenztel receives A really nice pass, which was a 2-on-0 basically from Phil Kessel. Guenztel, all he has to do is just put it into the open net. So that was 5-4 at that time. And then the really controversial goal, Chris Letang takes Sean Couturier's feet out with a slash. He gets a little bit of the puck, but Flyers fans were not happy. And then a second later, as Letang does that, it goes to Crosby, and he feeds it across against for the one-timer just past the glove of Neuwirth. So a 6-4 game. And then Flyers fans were not happy. I think for me, even watching it, I was like, that's too much of a deciding factor. I think the refs got to call that, especially it being in the offensive end for the Penguins. And then the seventh goal for the Penguins, Guenztel again. So that was the hat-trick goal. This was the fourth goal of the game. Jake and Bake with the fourth goal, 5 unanswered for the Penguins. So it was up 7-4. Even Mitch Mullany was saying it's over. I was kind of saying, I was like, you know what? 4 minutes or whatever it was, 3.5, whatever time was left. I still thought the Flyers could do something, maybe score 1, maybe score 2. Couturier does end up scoring off his own rebound to make it a 7-5 game, but it wasn't enough. Guys like Giroux, Voracek struggled down the stretch into the series, and Brian Rust gets the empty netter. So finish up 8-5 for the Penguins. They win this series 4-2. Like I said, they'll play the winner of the Capitals Blue Jackets. So just my 3 stars for each team. I think first star for the Flyers is really clear, Couturier. I think second star, he was played pretty decent. He scored a goal, of course. Scott Lawton. It wasn't the greatest goal, but I felt like his two-way game was pretty good down the stretch. And then my third star, it's kind of tough, but it would have to be like a low-key guy like Matt Reed, or I feel like McDonald, a guy that we kind of give a lot of crap to for his overpaid contract. He played decent, obviously scored the goal. Provorov, he's been really good this series, but I can't give it to them this game. A couple bad turnovers, and he definitely looked injured out there, so that's not really his fault, but you can't give him credit. But on the other hand, Hornqvist was also hurt, and I was kind of having a little bit of a debate, with Mitch Mullany saying you can't really compare Hornqvist and Couturier's I guess you could say it just impact on the series. I think Couturier has brought a lot more into the series, considering Giroux and Voracek didn't play on their game, while Pittsburgh kind of had Malkin, Crosby, Guenztel, Hornqvist. Basically, their guys playing. Even Brassard, even though Brassard didn't show up today, he was obviously playing well. But overall, Penguins, more skilled team. The more experienced team, Jake Guenztel, the playoff man, scores 4 goals, and he's my first star. My second star, Sidney Crosby, and my third star, Patrick Hornqvist, who, like I said, despite his injury, he played really well. And like Sean Couturier, that's why he's my first star clear as day. He scored 3 goals, 5 points while he was injured. Hornqvist is in there for me too. But Guenztel and Crosby, those two together are absolutely insane right now, and I think they're going to be really good. It could be a Capitals Penguins rematch. So, guys, stay tuned. Mitch Mullany will do his series recap tomorrow. We'll see who the Penguins play next round. We'll have to wait a bit, at least till tomorrow. And then tonight is the Avs versus the Predators. Sorry, and then that could finish tonight as well. The Predators could win that series 4-2 if they win. If the Avs win at home, that will force a Game 7 back to Nashville. So thank you guys for watching this recap. Please like it if you like. Subscribe to the channel. Comment always during the videos, after the videos. Comment whenever. It doesn't matter. We just want to hear your opinion. So subscribe, like I said, and just keep in tune with Hot Take Hockey. We're going to do a lot of videos for the playoffs and a lot of videos for you guys. So because we are the fans for the fans, just had to mention that. So thank you guys, and peace out.